Culprits Podcast.
Crooked Culprits.
Jesus. Good.
Oh my God. I think he just got sexually assaulted.
I think so too, man.
That's
what
crazy.
do you think? You got
can't...
tattoos. Sometimes you can wear glasses. We get you some
I
fake
do.
ones. Too.
Yeah. No, I do have glasses that are for blue light that I should wear more.
Dude.
But
yeah, a little blue light action.
Yeah. Always get that blue light action.
Looks like you ready to take them down to the red light district, you know? Blue
Always.
Light, that's
red
the
light,
new,
green light,
Squid
red
Games thing.
Yeah.
But,
red light,
baby. But it's a new year. It's with lots of great new content coming your way from the Crooked Culprits. We're excited to be here with you.
Yeah.
My man Sean Dugong on the opposite end of the table from me as always, and yours truly, Tony Hoffman, here to bring the beats your way, baby. You know, we want to keep adding a little bit of positivity to people's lives. I think things get a little serious these days, and the culprits we just want to make you laugh, baby. You know,
that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for, man. So we're going to be doing a lot this year. We're going to be revamping the podcast studio. Adding lots of new, high-level equipment to the setup, and that's going to really add a lot to the quality of the video and audio and the little things we're able to do, and the speed and capabilities of which we do them at. So it should be a really big boon to the show, and we're going to be changing the structure and length of the show, probably starting with this episode here. Going to have a little bit more focused episodes. Probably have the general subject in the title line so people can kind of see what we're talking about today here. And, we're hoping that brings a little more interest and a little bit more targeted viewers our way, So, and then later this year, Sean and I are going to be coming out with some new creative short skit content as well. So, stay tuned what comes next from the Culprits, baby. This is going to be a big year for us. The year of the culprit.
Culprits,
baby. All right. And with that, let's start the show. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the gaming industry here in 2026.
Yes. Got a lot of things to look forward to.
I love that picture, dude. But Red Dead Redemption just got a modern remaster, and unlike greedy fucking Skyrim with its 27,000 paid remasters over the last 13 years, Rockstar actually made it a free upgrade for people that already owned the original game.
Which is very nice of them. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's great. Only problem is that when players who owned the game on Xbox actually went to do the upgrade, they were still prompted to pay for the full price of the game, and unfortunately, a lot of people ended up doing that on accident, and to Xbox's credit, they actually refunded everybody who had previously purchased the game, at least digitally. I'm not sure how you would do that with a disc-based game, but, which is at least a very good step in the right direction.
Yeah. No,
usually
100%.
When people mess that up and accidentally buy a thing, or if you bought 7 versions of Skyrim, they're not refunding you.
No, not absolutely not. Well, yeah, I mean when they release 18 different versions that all have barely anything changed,
Grand Theft
you gotta
Auto's
buy a
that way.
couple
If you
of them.
bought GTA Online and then you went and bought the full version of the game comes with GTA Online, so you just double paid for GTA Online.
Yeah, might as well just get GTA.
Yeah, exactly. 100%, so really nice step in the right direction. Unlike their counterparts on the other end of the pond, Nintendo, who is trying to do away with physical copies of games, and the few that actually are on cartridges are just digital game keys that require you to download the game anyway. Essentially, just registering them to a digital copy anyway, and it's what's the point of fucking owning anything?
Honestly, I really think that if you buy something digitally, like you should either have it digital, or when you buy the physical, if you want the physical, you should get a digital copy too. Because like, I don't know, like I was thinking about that for Audible, and like how when you can use credits to buy books, and like I would pay a little bit more if every time I used a credit to buy a book, I just also got shipped that book. Like,
Right.
it would be nice to have the physical copy, because I'm somebody who likes collecting books, and I mean, same with like video games and stuff. It's nice to have the physical
Yeah.
copy, and so like
No, it's
something to
great
opt
having it on the shelf
into.
and stuff, you know.
Yeah, but like on the PlayStation, I have Injustice 2. Well, I bought Injustice 2
Yeah.
like when it first came out. I got the extended edition, which came with all the DLCs, and it
Right.
came with the cool little sculpture thing. And now with the PlayStation, like it says it's in my purchased history, because I had to rebuy it, but I didn't buy all the DLCs. But now it just says that it's in my purchase history, and I can't download it. It says that I have to pay $20 to like get it again. And
Oh,
it's just
really?
like, yeah, and it's like
Xbox does not do that. Because
yeah,
I
that's
have
nice.
original
Yeah.
purchase history from the 360 that can still download. You
Fuck
know?
yeah.
Once you bought
Yeah.
it on Xbox, you owned it. That's
And
at
that is
least
something that's good.
now.
Yeah, that's something. Although, I mean, now there's not really the console war anymore, because Xbox is stopping with that.
They're trying to do
Like,
away with consoles in general. They're hoping to go in
yeah,
more of like a gamer PC hybrid direction, more like the
yeah.
Steam machine that
I
just came
know
out.
the Steam machine looks awesome. They have I could pull that up really fast. They have
Yeah.
the cube from Portal. Did you ever play Portal?
Yeah. Allie and I were big on Portal 1 and 2, you know. Now that we got the
They have.
PlayStation Portal, we were really thinking with portals and playing it all over the house.
Hell yeah. Just
Oh, look
shooting
at that
portals.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty
It
much just
does.
the
It
regular.
reminds you of the companion cube. I like the comparison to the
There's
companion cube.
they're making a companion cube version of it, like a skin, like how they do the unique Xboxes and PlayStations and stuff.
Yeah.
My one of my friends was telling me about that he had pre-ordered it as the cube. So
Oh, nice, dude.
like, which is pretty tight. And so
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
great.
maybe Steam will reinvigorate the console war. Although actually
Yeah.
really fast, fucking
It'll be better than the
uh
OOYA.
the
You ever hear of the
OOYA.
OOYA? That's one of the most real. You were gonna think.
Yeah, mine's
You
really
own it?
quick.
All right, yeah, do it.
Netflix has games now on
Oh
their
yeah, I
bar.
play them.
And
They have
so
Valiant Hearts. It's awesome. Go
that's
play it.
I should try it.
Amazing.
But I was thinking that
Super
the
good.
new console war in 2030 is going to be Xbox, because they're going to have to, Steam, and Nintendo, obviously, and Netflix.
And the OOYA.
And the OOYA.
Making a comeback, dude. The
Yeah,
OOYA.
what is the
So we
OOYA?
were talking about amazingly like bad historical failed consoles. The OOYA is like a full hit. Like, it's not just like a gadget from an already new based, like, you know, Nintendo releasing Virtual Boy, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
This is more like they were trying to compete with Xbox and PlayStation. They tried to make their own machine, like a Steam machine, but it was called the OOYA. And they had this like weird like trans CEO, which, nothing against like trans people, but she just was a weird person who happened to also be trans, and she was shady as fuck, you know, and she was always trying to like lie and shit. Like, she was like, our fucking controller has a touchpad. Ain't nobody else doing that. And the guy in the interview was like, PlayStation 4 has that. And she's like, that is true.
Part where she's just like, we have a touchpad on our controller. No one else does that. And the guy's like, the PS4 has it. And she's like, you're right.
Our controller has a touchpad. You're not going to find that somewhere else. And the reality is...
The new PlayStation 4 controller has a touchpad.
That's true.
That is true. She's such a fucking little shyster, dude, you know? And she just like, there's so many videos of her like just like giving these interviews and like clearly doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. You know what I mean? She's like, dare I say we have big balls? It's like, yeah, we get it. You're a lesbian. Settle the fuck down, dude. Like, you don't have to be like that. Fucking like whatever about it. Anyway, she fucking she was just super cringe, dude. And it went on, and their whole like thing was it was supposed to run off of like the same framework that like Android mobile games run off of. So like it was supposed to be like a easier kind of like Nintendo's saying now with like their digital game cards, is like, oh, it makes it easier for developers, where it's like, the OOYA was so fucking bad that no developers wanted to do it. No indie games. Nobody made any games that had like 10 games. And, somebody was, I think it was a Meat Canyon video, was like, how people have like a little Xbox tattoo? Imagine being the guy who got an OOYA tattoo and then an OOYA tanks in the first
Just get
year.
OOYA across your forehead.
Yeah, dude. Fucking like, oh my God, OOYA forever, dude. Fucking OOYA. And yeah,
OOYA.
and that's what Nintendo's trying to say with their digital game cartridges now is, it makes it cheaper for the developers. And it's like, well, that may be true on the one end, but nobody's buying these games, so they end up losing major profit margins. You got to spend money to make money. It's like,
true.
buying a franchise with a lower, a purchase cost. It's like, yeah, but it probably has a way lower profit margin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's gotta look into the full spectrum of things like that, and so
Very
I think
much
the
so.
digital game cartridge thing hopefully goes the OOYA way, because it just doesn't seem like people are into that. And
honestly, I'd be so down for them to bring back cartridges and like actually like I bet you we could make good cartridges that you didn't have to fucking give them a blowjob before you put them in. But like,
people do make brand new like NES games still, like they're super indie developers,
fair.
but they do, and like you said, the cartridge is better and everything, and
Nice.
it plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be super cool. Let's go back to the retro just for nostalgia purposes.
I've got every retro console known to man since 1983 with Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. Like, I don't physically have a PlayStation 4, but I have the PlayStation 5, which plays all the PlayStation 4 shit. I don't physically have a PlayStation 2 anymore, but I used to have like 5 of them between me and my girlfriend, but now I have a PlayStation 1 hardware, but all PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games can be played on the 3, which is like,
nice,
and that's native HDMI with upscaling and all the same shit. Same thing with Wii U. Play all the Wii games with it. Native, don't need an adapter. Hey. So. And now with Nintendo releasing all of their old consoles, like the NES and the Super Nintendo, all of those games are on the Switch. And if you pay their $4 service, you get it. And if you pay their $10 service, you get like everything. And I'm talking like N64. And now, GameCube games also, which, we'll talk about in a second here as well. But, the problem, just to wrap up the digital thing with the owning digital copies of games. The problem with that is that when the Nintendo servers go down permanently, which very well could happen with how they've been treating their fan base, you would lose everything. And unlike the gaming days of the past, you basically own nothing but an idea. And that's just...
Well, that's something huge with the gaming industry now is people buy these games, they're live service, and they enjoy playing it. And it's like, if I buy a game, I should just be able to play it whenever the fuck I want. Like, you shouldn't be... it depends, because like League of Legends is an MMO, or not an MMO. It's a multiplayer game. You can't play unless you have other players. So like if Riot went down,
make a lot of sense.
Exactly, but that was a free game. So like it's different. If you're gonna do a free game, then that's fine. But if you actually have people pay for this game and then you get rid of it, that's so fucked.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. That's the problem with that kind of stuff. And, losing access to a game sucks, but losing access to like, it forever as a thing it's just, that's dirty. But
especially because people can create servers on their computers. Like you can make your own server. You can host
player servers.
Yeah, you can host.
If you make it a player-to-player connection server that doesn't actually require a server, it just makes the host a server. And the server is based off the host, which means you could like run games like Modern Warfare 2 on 360 before they shut down the entire 360 thing live service. I mean, there were gamers like searching for queues on that shit, and it was a big part of their lives, even like in
because Modern Warfare 2 was the only good Call of Duty game.
It was so good. I had all the fucking packs for that shit. It was like the first game I
only
bought
what I ever
on.
played.
I was so against DLC at the time. I was like, I will not pay for it. I'll just play the base game and it's good enough for me, But that one was like, I was like,
well, that's something that's so fucked now too, is DLCs. It's like they release half a game and then they expect you to pay $20 more for the other half of the game. And the 100%. Fact that they're getting away with it because people will buy it. They don't care. They're like, oh, whatever. It's just the price it is. It's like, no, don't buy it and show them that that's not acceptable and not what you want, because that's not what we want.
Yeah, no, it's wild, man. But going into some historically failed consoles, there was the OOYA, and there's Nintendo's rendition of a failure, which was the Virtual Boy. Look at that ugly piece of shit. So Nintendo is re-releasing the Virtual Boy, the console no one ever wanted in the first place, and the console no one ever asked for today. And instead of simply giving us something the entire community is begging for, and more games for the GameCube, they have that GameCube controller you can throw that, and access to the GameCube catalog was a major selling point of the Switch 2, and many people, myself included, bought it just for that. Basically, that was a major part of why I wanted it, because I loved, like I said. You don't have to have a Nintendo or a NES and a NES and a fucking Super Nintendo and
you need
a Nintendo
one
64
console
and a GameCube. You just have that and it plays all the things. That is fucking awesome. I like that. I like that.
It's so
PlayStation
cool.
is also letting you do like their OG catalog, and you get to play it in HD because it looks so good,
which is so nice. I mean, because that's what everybody's been wanting.
Positive things,
very
I hope
positive.
Xbox does a classic catalog thing too, because I think
they have a bunch of stuff in the Game Pass, but they made the Game Pass like $80.
OG
True.
Stuff, and they also don't go back as far as the other two companies.
They should have more, but they do have Fusion Frenzy, which that's all you really need.
That I have on the Xbox.
I know,
that we can play. Yeah, it is.
Fusion Frenzy was the best.
That one is the tits, dude. I had a blast with that. We gotta.
And they're releasing gameplay for they're remastering Fable, and then they're also making a new Fable game and like revamping the series. So that's
remastering Fable. I have the remaster in my thing. I didn't even play it yet. They remastered it before I could play the old remaster, huh?
Yep.
I don't like that. I don't like that. And if it is, make it a free update like they did with Red Dead. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they definitely should.
About Rockstar, but that's fucking good shit.
Oh, Rockstar is actually apparently making a what was it? It was a similar size and scale of Red Dead 2, but set in like a medieval fantasy world, which seemed pretty. That would be really crazy.
My God, with their storytelling abilities. Oh my God! Like I said, dude, when you play Red Dead 2, like I know you're not the biggest GTA guy, but that's just not your world. Red Dead 2 is gonna be that bridge, because it's not just motherfuckers running around with machine guns and shit. It's like there are guns,
Old
but it's
West. Yeah, it's like flintlocks and muskets. And
it takes skill and it feels good. Like it's like wow, you're throwing.
I'm excited.
In fact, I have did a portion of the game where I've used nothing but knives, tomahawks, bows, poison arrows. There's 8 kinds of arrows. There's 5 kinds of knives. There's 3 kinds of tomahawks.
Nice.
You can get a fucking machete. You can get a which is like a pirate sword in the game if you find the legendary one.
Nice.
You can get fucking, just like all this shit. It's just, the game was so elite, I just, online got so stale after I had beaten everything 100 times over in GTA. To Rockstar's credit, they do have a lot of DLCs, but without having us pay for anything, every DLC update since the 10 years has been free, and they have GTA Plus, but that's optional. And I will say you're losing out if you're a big GTA player and you don't have GTA Plus. You're losing out on a lot of shit, and it's like my main game, so I do pay for that shit because also like it's the price of a sandwich, and I'm a grown ass motherfucker. But I disagree with it fundamentally, still, But it doesn't mean I'm not gonna have it, because it's the shit, dude. Like you get some good shit,
Well, and that's the difference between it. It's like you're giving, you're getting something. You're getting something for it.
$7 a month if they weren't giving me something, and that means they have to constantly update new shit. This is not like the game that was
and I'm sure
created. This is 10 years worth of content. It's so good. It's really good.
Do you get stuff like throughout the month? Like it's not just you get one thing a month. It's like multiple things.
Oh yeah, you get like special skins and all of that, like nobody else gets, which are like Yeti suits and like the Grinch, and like things like that, and like
so something like that. It's like if you're willing to pay for it,
and then you get
price
like
of
GTA
a sandwich
cash, which people pay real ass money for, and then when there's a thing like they just came out with a $10 million mansion.
Oh, nice.
We got everybody else. Like if you played through this whole thing, you could earn like $2 million off your mansion, and GTA players got like $5 million off the mansion total. It was like,
nice.
So like there's some big stuff with that. Again, you got to be playing these games. Like when I was playing for Fallout first, when I was playing a lot of Fallout 76, that makes sense if you're playing the game. Second, you're not playing it. It's like, good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you're playing it, then that's when I was really playing League of Legends, I bought skins. I haven't played League of Legends in fucking months. Like, I'm not going to buy a skin. Like,
well, and GTA is coming out with like new missions, new characters based on the campaign. So like the beloved character, they just came out with one with Michael in the Mansion DLC, where Michael is the big guy he's one of the 3 guys you play as, and he's all older, and you see it's like 10 years later, and it's really 10 years later, and it's just like wow, it's. They like the lore is 10 years later also. So like everything that was in the storyline, Michael's kid is like 30 now, like shit is wild.
Dude. GTA 6 is going to be insane.
It's going to be otherworldly. It'll probably be life-changing.
I mean, that's like Bethesda is going to have a lot of competition between GTA 6 and some of these other like games that are coming out, because they're raising the bar so much, and like it's gonna have to be crazy. I mean, we got a trailer for that back like 10 years ago.
That shit's so funny, dude.
Of like mountains for half a second. Like it's like you've been working on this for so long.
That's right, man. And so but yeah, dude, going back to the the GameCube thing being released on Nintendo Switch 2 as like a major selling point. A lot of players, again, myself included, dropped like $70 a piece on the original hardware, just like they have for NES and Super Nintendo and 64 and even Sega Genesis, and it just you don't need these. These are totally optional. But if you want to play these retro games and feel like you're playing on the original controller, which is a lot of the charm,
of course,
you get those. And again, it's all digital, whatever. But it's like you're playing it in like 4K, 20,080p on your fucking crazy OLED, and it looks amazing, and you got these controllers, and it's like, it's the best of like having the past and the future. And so naturally the GameCube, which was like, I mean, 64 is pretty good, but like those are all like arcadey style game, like original Kirby type shit. Like they're cool, and I like them very much, but I like retro games. If you're like a, 20-something-year-old, you still grew up with some of these things, and it's like a lot of that is, that really started in like PS2, GameCube. That's when games started being like cinematic fucking story experiences. GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas. I mean, before that, things were pretty stale. It wasn't on that same spectrum, you didn't have that wide spectrum of storytelling. That's what the golden age of gaming, in my opinion. And so everybody and their grandmother wants the fucking GameCube thing, so I get one. I got my little controller. I have the Nixie Wizard, which is like a super pro version of it. So I have like 2 crazy GameCube things, including their first party $70 hardware thing, with Trump's tariffs that went up an extra $10. I think it was $60 when I got it, but c'est la vie. So, but point is, you get all this stuff. You spend, 70 times 2 with tax. I mean, you're probably 180 plus out the door for 2 of these little things, or like 130 out the door, whatever it is. And either way, that's a lot of fucking money for 2 little controllers. And they released 8 games up to now, which is just fucking crazy. And it's been 7 months, and only 3 of those 8 games are actually fucking playable, which is just egregious, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
But back to the Virtual Boy as well. We gotta pop back up a picture of the Virtual Boy for the kids here. So not to mention the Virtual Boy was rumored amongst mothers across America that if the optical calibration was off even a tiny bit, it could cause permanent ocular damage to eyes with its atrocious all red graphics, which you can see there, which are just insane. I mean, is that not the ugliest, nastiest shit you've ever seen? Can you imagine that being right up on your eyes, dude?
Yeah, and like the only thing you see.
I don't think the calibration thing was even a deal. I think it's just being that close to that red shit with pixelated. I mean, this came out in the 90s. They didn't have the technology. It was bad, They
have fucking Mario just all red. Like, I mean, they did a good job with the like black and red. Like, it looks good in a picture, but not playing a game right here.
Oh my God, it's just, whether or not the whole optical, thing that, was kind of a wives' tale with mothers across America was true, that's up for debate. But one thing is for sure, that crazy red shit radiating your face this close with the bad pixelated graphics of the time gave people insane headaches. And so like whatever was doing that wasn't good for you. I don't know what it did, but it wasn't good. I'm sure it did some minor eye damage, because being that close to, modern day VR setups are calibrated, so they're very gentle on your eyes. Very gentle. You don't want to be like LED in your eye shit. That's no good.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what this was, like wearing a light bright on your fucking head. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, and of course, rather than give us what we've all been asking for, they just shove a $200 fucking peripheral reproduction down our throats that is historically one of the worst failed consoles of all time. One that was literally frying kids' eyes, like this fella here. I love that kid, dude.
Yeah. Like, and just that's so uncomfortable. Like,
and look at that rig,
I guess he's just he's just not tall enough. But like, that would suck having to. Honestly, it kind of reminds.
That's how it's designed. It raises up on that rig, so everyone, even a bigger person, would raise the thing up and look up.
Well, it looks like you can turn the screw and have it go like that.
I don't know.
It looks like if you. I mean, I don't know. It kind of looks like that.
The thing about the Virtual Boy was you would, even if you weren't doing this shit, which is how it was rigged up in a gaming store. And this is obviously a ridiculous setup. And that's kind of the example of how silly this thing was.
Yeah.
It didn't strap to your head. So the way it worked is if you see, pull up that other picture again too. And if you see that, the stand on it, and the stand, that one, it's meant to go on the edge of a table. So in the era of like multiplayer games becoming accessible and gaming becoming something you could like do with your brothers and sisters or your friends and all your things, and your mother and dad could play with you, you know what I mean? I'll certainly be playing with my kids, and so like,
yeah,
I think that, that it's in an era where gaming was just starting to become more interactive and like community inclusive. They had a thing that was like, required you to stick your head in like it's like sticking your fucking head in a microwave and playing video games.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how long are you going to do that? 10, 20 minutes before you're done? Tops? And also just like, what the fuck are you doing? You look like an asshole.
Dude, yeah, I miss
we'll
couch
throw up another
co-op.
picture of somebody like just playing it casually, because even then, like, or maybe a row of people playing it, because you just look insane. You look like a fucking serial killer. It's like, what are you doing, dude?
Right.
It looks like reminds me of those things that you had when you were a kid, those little red things from like the early 2000s, and you'd put it on and and it would change the slide.
Oh yeah,
different pictures inside.
Yeah,
every kid had those, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't even
different
remember
ones. There'd be like a zoo, different animals or whatever.
Yeah, those tons of different pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always just like a picture slide, but it would change the thing. It's as stupid as that. I mean, that's awesome for a kid.
Well, yeah, and for that back then, totally. Yeah,
it's equivalent fun to the price.
Yeah,
$3, $5.
Well, and we used to be able to play video games at McDonald's together.
McDonald's definitely had those things.
Yeah, well, they also had the fucking actual like
all
game.
Sorts of things.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they had the cube set up and everything.
Yeah.
And they didn't have 8 games. Just like
they had a lot more. Yeah.
Not like the old fucking the new Nintendo catalog with 3 games that are actually playable. They did just release Luigi's Mansion in October, which is the OG one, that's a classic. That one's good, and you can play it with your thing. It doesn't have the motion controls, but it's great, feels OG. Play it on the Cube controller and everything. But it's like, if they had another 50 of those, that would be sick. Even 25 that are like good at this point, because so many of them are filler ass games, to be honest,
Fair, yeah. And like couch co-op just really, I'm glad that we're getting games like the 2-player one we played, and then Into Fiction or
Gotham Knights too.
Gotham Knights,
and
Split Fiction. There we go. It Takes Two. Yeah, Split Fiction's a new one. Yeah,
and A Way Out.
Yeah, Way Out
game studio. I forget the name of that studio, but the guys that made A Way Out and It Takes Two made Split Fiction, which is going to be our next big one, and it looks incredible. It looks like what happens when an amazing studio gets a higher budget. And
Hazelight Studio.
Hazelight Studios,
Hazelight Studios.
Hazelight. You guys are fucking doing it right,
You guys are epic.
Way back at the first thing, and I think both games. So both games, since they are co-op necessary, like you can't play them by yourself, and I don't think there's like an AI co-op thing. You have to play it with another person. So the way they make that fucking reasonably, like for paying, because we gotta buy 2 games thing. No. If one person had it, your friend can download the friend pass, which means they don't get achievements.
They can't just play the game. Well,
they don't get achievements or trophies on Xbox, but who gives a shit? And they can play through the whole game with you, the entire thing, every bit of their progress stays in your story.
So nice. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely.
But
fantastic.
we're really excited about Split Fiction. That'll be our next big one there after we cash out Gotham Knights once we have time to play a video game. You know,
right? Yeah, seriously.
Close. We're getting there.
Close. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. So you know, but all in all, dude, gaming is just not what it used to be. You know, but the community has stayed really strong in their values, and if we can bully the producers of Sonic into actually making something good, maybe we can actually bully these companies into making something we want, you know? So
right. Yeah. Seriously.
I think it's in a good spot, and you know, hopefully you know, if the community sticks strong together, and you know, like you said, don't pay for a thing that's egregious, like everybody with Battlefront 2 or whatever, or the Star Wars Battlefront, the EA one. Everybody was like so pissed for 2 weeks, like, no, don't buy it, man. Wow, microtransactions, it's gambling. And then 2 weeks later, everybody bought that shit anyway. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You gotta, you know, if you don't like it, stick to your guns. It's like DLCs back in the day. I was like, this is dumb. I'm not buying it, but everybody else did, so here we are. You know, so here we are.
Microtransactions are the worst in loot boxes. But also really fast, exciting
Literally
news.
just gambling. Digital.
It's like gambling
1000%. NFTs that you can play with.
Yeah. Exciting news with Star Wars. Have you heard the news that Kathleen Kennedy has been replaced by David Filoni?
Oh, as like the official.
As the official head of all of anything to do with Star Wars.
Is going to be at least as good as the best episode of Mandalorian now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would, yeah.
Everything Star Wars is going to start actually looking good because we have David Filoni. Is it Dave or David Filoni? I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
He's the old Filonian.
He's
different from your Fallopians.
Oh, it's Dave Filoni. My bad, Dave Filoni. I apologize. You're amazing.
You don't know him well enough to call him David Filoni.
Yeah, Mr. Filoni.
Yeah, Mr. Filoni.
Mr. Filoni. Yeah. But yeah, that's exciting.
Amazing.
But yeah, that's exciting that Star Wars might actually be good for once again. So,
dude, yeah, stoked, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And so as for our next segment of the show, we're going to stick with our usual thing as our enders. We are keeping these in, which is our usual creative short segment. And so for today, we have Time Loop for you. So let's cock back, enjoy this. We'll ride the journey out with you, and let's enjoy.
Hell yeah.
Take it away, Ernie.
Hey dude, what's up? Oh, not much.
I like their music.
Hey, yeah.
Hey buddy, beautiful day for gardening, am I right?
Oh yeah, looks great.
Reminds me of Fantasia.
Hey dude, what's up? Not much.
Hey buddy, beautiful day for gardening, am I right?
Yeah. Hey dude, what's up? I gotta go.
My whole thing would be like,
Hey,
why
buddy,
couldn't it be
beautiful
Speed
day for
Day? You
gardening,
were
am I
getting
right?
smashed
Is it?
on. Relive that.
Well, that's what he's working on it. He just needs to ask her.
I see.
Hey dude,
That'll
what's up?
break the time loop.
Yeah.
Hey, your ass is the only thing that'll break this time loop, I swear.
Hey, dude,
Yeah,
what's
I
up?
gotta get in
I
there.
need to tell you something, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I need you to listen to me. I'm stuck in a time loop. I am living the same day over and over and over again. What? I know it sounds crazy, but I get up and I brush my teeth and then I come in here and you're like, hey dude, what's up? And it's still Monday. It's always Monday. I wake up and it's Monday and then I wake up again and it's Monday again.
Today's Friday.
What?
Yesterday was Thursday and the day before that was Wednesday.
So you remember the last 4 hey dude, what's ups?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday you just walked past me, which was like kind of rude.
So I'm not living the same day over and over again. My life's just boring.
Yeah, your life sucks.
My life just sucks. Yeah. My life just sucks. Oh, that's great news.
Yeah. Wait, you haven't like done anything in the past 4 days that you're gonna get in trouble for, right?
No. It took me like 2 days just to get suspicious, and then the day 3, I was like, I know what's going on, and then I did. Yeah, there's some stuff on day 4 I might need to clean up.
And so I need to apologize because what I suggested we do was not gentlemanly. It was gross. I'm gonna own that. It was gross. It was ambitious, very ambitious. I was thinking about what I said. I couldn't have done a lot of that stuff. You know? So I'm kind of glad that you didn't want to do it because I was out of my league. You know, it's kind of funny when you think about it.
Never talk to me again.
Okay. Do you know what a time loop is? I thought I was in one. So if there's a way to just like undo all purchases, you know? Hello? Hey, buddy. No, it's okay. I'm so sorry. I thought I was in a time loop.
What the fuck is a time loop?
He like beat this shit out.
Did everything work out?
Oh yeah, I think it did. You know, I'm kind of glad this happened. It taught me an important life lesson. Life can be unpredictable, and we all just gotta count our blessings.
That's like the exact opposite of the lesson, Steven.
What do you mean?
Never mind. Hey, I'm going to a friend's birthday party. You want to come with?
Well, like right now? It's kind of late. I gotta do some spreadsheets for work before I go to bed.
Are you stupid? Like, seriously, are you literally stupid?
That's funny, dude.
That's awesome. I'm so glad it
They
was.
really get you going. You're like, it's out, and then he's like, dude, no,
It's Friday. Yeah.
You didn't do anything you regret.
I'm so glad we
counting that last day, bro. He beats up the gardener. What the fuck? Fuck you, bro.
A lot of that stuff I couldn't have even done.
With the girl, oh my god, dude, that's so funny.
That was
good. I like that.
I did too. That was phenomenal. Yeah,
was
good.
great.
Well done, guys.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Who did this here?
Stephen Haas, short films and sketch comedy. Here, we'll subscribe.
Stephen Haas,
give him a like.
Subscribe, give me a like. Follow the culprits. We enjoy your stuff there. You know.
The unspoken joke is he went wild not even a week into the time loop. I'm scared what he'd do after a month. Yeah, honestly, like I would have waited at least a couple more days to figure it out. Like that's 4th day going hard, especially attacking someone. That's pretty. Yeah.
He was out there, dude. I love that.
This is great. Absolutely.
You'd regret, and you like expect the girl one, but then it just gets like aggressively.
Yeah, him beating up the dude was pretty epic. That was a good choice. Good choice. Yeah.
I almost thought the girl was gonna be pregnant at first.
Yeah. She's like, well, should have done that. He's like, fuck.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Have a kid. You'll never be stuck in a time loop. Those motherfuckers are never doing the same thing.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. If you have a kid and stuck in a time loop, that would be literally just wakes you up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and pukes on your face. That's just your time loop. You're like, oh, miserable.
Oh man. That was brutal, dude. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that. I thought that was funny. But
yeah,
I had fun, man. We laughed, we cried. I think this is the new way of the show from now on, and you know, I think with that, it's all the time we have for the kids today. And so keep being a crooked culprit, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Culprits out.
Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out. Still waiting on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.